Welcome to our final episode 30 of our Beis Halevi series, and thank you for taking the journey with us. The Beis Halevi ends with an interesting concept. He says, Adam la'amal yulad, man was born to toil. And he quotes a midrash that says, Zacha, if he merits la'amal Torah al toilun Torah. Lo zacha, he did not merit la'amal derech eretz. That means man is going to work anyway. It's your choice on what to work with. Now, what does this have to do with bitachon? My suggestion is the Beit Halevi was afraid that you might say, okay, I don't have to work anymore. I just have bitachon. No, you're going to work anyway. You're going to work anyway. Either toil in Torah or toil in work outside, because you got to toil. And he quotes again in Mishnah Pirkei Avot that says, Kol ha'makabel alav All Torah. If you accept upon yourself the yoke of Torah, they take off the yoke of hard work. And if you take the yoke of Torah off, you're just switching one yoke with another yoke. And that's what it means. I toil and get reward. They toil and don't get reward. Everyone's going to toil. Everyone's toiling. You can't escape toil. Man was born to toil. The question is toil in what? It means it's actually Zohar. The Zohar says that in Egypt when they worked, it says b'chomer u'b'levenim u'b'avodah b'sadeh. They worked with chomer, with mud and levenim and bricks and avodah b'sadeh. And the Zohar says chomer da kal v'chomer. The chomer refers to a kal v'chomer. Levenim, binyan av. That's a certain type of one of the ways you learn is called you apply one thing to the other. Sadeh ze bar yata, the braita. Sadeh means outside. The field is outside. What are we talking about? We're talking about Gemara learning. I thought we were talking about hard work. Says Rav Gedalia Shor in the Sefer Or Gedaliyahu. Everybody worked in Mitzrayim. The Levim also worked in Mitzrayim. Nobody got away without working. But what was their work? Their work was toiling in Torah. You're going to have to work anyway. So don't think you're going to escape work. Work is always there. The question is, what work are you going to have? There's a Midrash Tanchuma that says a person has to stay up at night. It was decreed on him, he's going to stay up at night. What are you going to stay up at night with? You could stay up at night learning. You could stay up at night with a toothache. The decree is going to happen anyway. It's up to you. You could fulfill it. That means if a person's supposed to have pain in their eyes, you can have pain from learning Torah. Why? All the suffering that you could have, you could put into your religion. Famous story with the Chafetz Chaim. There's a man that was doing chesed, and people always bothering and knocking on his doors. And he says, and he came to the Chafetz Chaim, and this is one of the proofs the Chafetz Chaim had Ruach HaKodesh. And he didn't even ask the question. The Chafetz Chaim was saying the following Dvar Torah by Sudah Shlishit. It says, Ach tov v'chesed yudufuni kol yimei chayai. Goodness and kindness should chase me all the days of my life. And the Chafetz Chaim said, you could be chased by the IRS. They could be banging on your door. Or you could have people banging on your door to ask you for favors. Which one would you rather have? You're not going to escape the toil of life. Which one do you want? Do you want to have it in a mitzvah fashion, in a religious fashion, and get rewarded for it? Or you just want to suffer for the sake of suffering? You can't avoid life. Adam la'amal yulad. You're going to be toiling. It's up to us to decide what we're going to toil with. And that's the end of our Beit Halevi series. And my suggestion is, now that we gave you a little flavor and taste of what it's all about, go out there, if you don't have the book yet, and get yourself a Beis Halevi on Bitachon. You can go to any good Judaica store, or you can go to artscroll.com. Coming soon in Spanish as well. And there's much more to it than we shared in these short little clips. There's Psukei Bitachon in the back, and there's an appendix, and a lot of other interesting things. Continue on your journey of bitachon and only see success in your lives.